In Westminster today, a moment of silence followed a statement that shook the room. What happened wasn't routine diplomacy, it was a direct challenge to Vladimir Putin. Labour leader Keir Starmer stood before European allies and declared six chilling words: "Putin is the only person who does not want to stop this war." He didn't blame Russia as a whole or the Kremlin, he called out Putin personally, and backed it with horrific evidence. Civilians, including a 12-year-old girl and a 6-month-old baby, were among the victims of recent Russian missile strikes on Kyiv. These weren't military targets, they were nurseries and power plants, hit deliberately as winter approaches. Acts of calculated terror designed to freeze a nation into submission. Starmer's message went far beyond Ukraine. He said this fight is about the very freedom and security that Britain and all of Europe cherish. In one sentence, he connected Ukraine's struggle with Britain's identity, making it clear that supporting Kyiv isn't just foreign policy, it's a defense of shared values. Behind the scenes, this speech had been carefully prepared for weeks. Starmer's government knew it would spark debate, especially as energy prices stay high and inflation remains stubborn. Yet he made a strategic gamble, that if Britons understand what's truly at stake, democracy, not diplomacy, they'll endure another difficult winter. Britain has already moved aggressively, becoming the first nation to sanction every major Russian oil company, soon followed by the US, the EU, and Canada. Together, they've created what officials describe as a financial chokehold on Putin's war machine. But Starmer went even further, warning that Russia isn't seeking quick victory, it's betting on Western exhaustion. He revealed what analysts have long suspected, that Moscow's real weapon is time. By dragging out the conflict, Putin aims to make Europe cold, tired, and divided. To turn democracies inward until they fracture. Starmer's words were not just about Ukraine's resistance, they were about the West's endurance. Because if Britain's resolve breaks first, Putin wins without firing another shot. The Labour leader hinted that new sanctions could soon hit Russian oligarchs, financial networks, and shell companies hiding assets in London. Intelligence officials, however, are warning of potential retaliation, cyber attacks, propaganda, and attempts to destabilize British institutions without open warfare. One defense source put it bluntly: "We've moved from containment to confrontation. Across Europe, reactions are mixed." Poland and the Baltic states applauded Britain's stance, while France and Germany grew cautious. Populist voices across the continent are already echoing Moscow's message, asking how much sacrifice is too much for a war not their own. And that division, that doubt, is exactly what the Kremlin hopes for. This is the real test. Not just for Westminster or Kyiv, but for ordinary homes across Britain, where energy bills arrive and patience wears thin. Because Putin doesn't need to win on the battlefield, he just needs democracies to lose faith. When the war began, there was unity, outrage, and moral clarity. But nearly 2 years later, fatigue is setting in. People want stability, cheaper energy, and a return to normal life. Putin is counting on that exhaustion, knowing that democracies often crumble under the weight of their own comfort. Starmer's message was simple yet powerful: this isn't only Ukraine's war, it's ours. It's about proving that autocracies can't redraw borders through terror and that freedom isn't negotiable just because it's expensive. Britain, he declared, won't blink first. But the true battle won't be fought in Westminster or Moscow. It'll be fought in British living rooms, at kitchen tables, and in polling stations. The choice between principle and convenience will define not just this winter, but the next decade. If Britain stands firm, Europe may follow. If it falters, the Western alliance could unravel, and Putin's message to the world will be clear: democracies talk tough, but they always break eventually. This is not just about geopolitics. It's about who we are, and what kind of world we're willing to defend when the price of conviction gets high. This is British Report 24, stay tuned, stay informed, and stay aware. The next chapter of this story is already being written.